Welcome to The Explainer. In this session, we're jumping right in with a super quick revision of the Economic and Social Issues syllabus, all designed to help you ace your NABARD Grade A exam.
All right, if you're gearing up for the NABARD Grade A exam, this is for you. We're about to blitz through the core concepts of ESI, and we're going to do it fast.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the absolute foundation, which is agriculture. Then we'll look at the big reforms in industries, move on to the goal of inclusive development, and finish up with the key schemes and reports you've got to know.
Okay, first up, agriculture. Now, we all know it's the bedrock of the Indian economy, right? But here's the thing. It's also a massive economic puzzle.
And this right here is the heart of that puzzle. Just look at that difference. Agriculture employs nearly half of our people, but contributes less than a fifth to our GDP. What does that tell you? Well, it screams low productivity and something called disguised unemployment.
But hey, it's not all about the GDP numbers. Agriculture is so much more, isn't it? It's what keeps us fed through the public distribution system, it's the raw material for our industries, and, this is a big one, it's still the most powerful tool we have for lifting people out of poverty in rural India.
So, knowing all that, the big question is, how has India tried to fix these deep-rooted issues? Well, that brings us straight to Section 2, the major reforms that have really shaped our agricultural world.
Okay, eyes on this table because this is an absolute high-yield topic for your exam. Notice the mixed bag of results, right? Wiping out the zamindars, yeah, that was largely a success. But trying to redistribute land through ceilings, not so much. These are the exact kinds of details you need to have down cold.
And then we have the Green Revolution. You know, it's often called a double-edged sword, and for good reason. On one hand, it was a huge win for food security, but on the other, it created some serious long-term headaches, like widening the gap between regions and causing environmental problems we're still trying to solve today.
So why is farm productivity still a problem? Well, this slide lays it out perfectly. We're talking about tiny, fragmented farms being completely at the mercy of the monsoon and having very limited access to modern tech and credit. And this right here is the why behind major schemes like the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana and the Soil Health Card Mission. They're trying to tackle these exact problems.
All right, let's shift gears. We've talked about the farm, now let's talk about the factories. We need industry and infrastructure to be the engines that pull people out of agriculture and into other jobs.
This timeline, wow, it really shows the massive shift in thinking. Before 1991, everything was state-controlled. You've probably heard of the license Raj. But after 1991, the whole script flipped. The government's role became more of a guide, an enabler, really opening things up for private companies and global money.
And these were the real game changers. Getting rid of most of the licenses, opening up sectors that were once only for the government, and making it easier for foreign investment to come in. I mean, this fundamentally rewired the entire Indian economy.
So today when we talk about development, it really stands on these three pillars. You've got the physical stuff, roads, rail, ports, think Bharatmala. Then there's the social side, health, education, water, with schemes like Ayushman Bharat. And of course, the digital revolution, powered by things like UPI and BharatNet. You've got to know the flagship schemes for each of these. Now remember this number, over 11 crore. Let that sink in. That's how many people work in micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs. They are without a doubt the backbone of our non-farm economy, and you can bet they are a huge focus for an organization like NABARD. Okay, so we've got the agricultural foundation, we've got the industrial engine. But what's it all for? What's the end goal? It's this, inclusive development, making sure that growth actually reaches everyone.
And this is a key word you absolutely have to know for your exam. See, inclusive growth isn't just about the economy growing bigger and faster. It's about how fairly those benefits get shared. It's about making sure everyone gets a shot. So, what's one of the most powerful tools we have to achieve this? It's the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihoods Mission, or DANRLM. Its whole mission is built on this one simple yet incredibly powerful idea, getting rural women together into self-help groups.
And through this self-help group model, the mission does something amazing. It hits poverty, financial exclusion, and women's empowerment all at the same time. It's this multifaceted impact that makes it such a core focus for an institution like NABARD. All right, we're in the home stretch. Let's do a rapid-fire round of the most critical schemes you need at your fingertips. Seriously, think of this as your last-minute revision checklist. Okay, this table right here, this is revision gold. You might want to screenshot this. We've boiled down 4 huge flagship schemes to their absolute core. the main objective, and one key feature you can't forget. You need to know these inside and out, no question.
And this quote, it just perfectly ties everything together, doesn't it? It shows exactly what NABARD is all about. It connects its main financial jobs, like refinancing and the SHG Bankage Linkage Program, directly to that big national goal of inclusive development.
And these right here, these are the strategic areas NABARD is laser-focused on right now. And listen, understanding this isn't just for passing the written exam. This is huge for the interview stage. This slide basically shows you where the organization is headed.
So we'll end with a question to get you thinking. As you wrap up your preparation, think beyond what's already happened. With huge forces like digital public infrastructure and climate change shaking things up, what is the next green revolution for rural India going to look like? Okay, that's it from us. All the very best for your exam.